Good morning.
Leland, thank you. Good morning to you. And happening now, the TBI is investigating an officer-involved shooting earlier this morning in McMinnville. Clifford Keller was shot and killed on Chestnut Ridge Road. Police say he threatened a canine officer that found him in a camper on the property. Keller fired a shot, brandished a weapon in the direction of officers, and refused to drop his gun. Officers were there to arrest Keller on outstanding warrants. Police in 2 different counties need your help finding 2 different missing teens right now. Take a look. 14-year-old Jesus Mata was reported missing earlier this morning in Tullahoma. He was supposed to stay the weekend with a friend but never showed up. Then in Christian County, just over the state line in Kentucky, a 15-year-old with mild autism disappeared late last night. Madison Wheeler is visiting from St. Louis and was last seen wearing giraffe pajamas. Authorities urge you, call 911 if you find either missing teen. A Texas mom is accused of doing the unthinkable. Police say she had her 8-year-old son undergo 13 major operations and hundreds of visits to the doctor's office. But here's the thing, the child was totally healthy. Staff at Dallas Children's became suspicious and called police. Court documents indicate the mom may suffer from a mental illness where a caregiver fakes someone's symptoms for sympathy or attention. The mom is now sitting in jail. The child's father says he's been trying to get custody of his son for the past 3 years. You know, office holiday parties are in full swing about this time of year all across the country, but many people have questions about appropriate behavior, especially with sexual harassment concerns at the forefront. Nikki Batiste tackles this touchy dilemma.
'Tis the season for office holiday parties, and how to behave is weighing on many people's minds.
Some people just get a little too intoxicated at work parties.
We asked Beaumont etiquette expert Micah Meyer for some answers at the work party hotspot Hill Country in New York.
How much to drink? I think this one, I would say a couple of glasses of wine or champagne to celebrate.
And when it comes to attire, what's acceptable?
Stick to the dress code, typically, that you would at work.
Meyer took a look at some potential party dresses and says making more conservative choices is probably best.
How much skin is okay to show?
If you have to question if it's too much skin, then the answer is yes.
Of these 4 dresses, which would you recommend?
Definitely the red. The red is a classic choice. It's fun, it's festive, it's beautiful. It is form-fitting but not too tight. It doesn't show cleavage.
With sexual harassment in the forefront this year, Bill LaBeouf wonders about the appropriate greeting for coworkers.
Who do you hug and who do you kiss and who do you just say hi to?
Stay professional. So the less touching the better. If you do lean in for a kiss, remember it's called a cheek kiss, but technically it's an air kiss because you don't want your lips touching someone else's skin. So what you would do is just lean forward and then like that, right cheek to right cheek.
Micah also suggests you keep conversations light and don't get too personal. Nikki Batiste, CBS News, New York.
In other news, they sacrifice their own lives every day on the front lines trying to save property and people. But now the first firefighter has died while battling California's epic disaster. The emergency worker was part of a fire engine strike team from a San Diego unit. He's the 2nd person killed in what's known as the Thomas Fire. Last week, an elderly woman was found dead inside a home. This particular blaze is only 30% contained as of right now. And how about a brighter note to end you on this Friday? Your Nashville Predators are sitting high atop the Western Conference Division once again. The Preds smashed the Edmonton Oilers 4-0 last night with our young 22-year-old backup goalie. That's the backup, getting 46 saves. And that's a new franchise record. Pretty incredible. So we got to keep it going, though. Big, tough face-off tomorrow night in Calgary. Let's go, Preds. All right, sure hope you have a great weekend, everyone. Now we'll see what's cooking with Meryl.
Thanks a lot, Dan.